In the golden age of piracy, tales of the high seas often overshadowed the stories of pirates who roamed unlikely lands. But there was one pirate, the infamous Sand Corsair, whose legend rose not from the open waters, but from the vast, unforgiving expanse of the Sahara Desert. His name was Khalid Al-Rami, a barbaric corsair unlike any other. His story, one of vengeance and resilience, is etched into the sands of history. The tale begins along the North African coast in the bustling port city of Algiers, a hub of trade, power, and piracy. Khalid, once the captain of a swift Berber galley, feared for raiding European merchant ships. His crew was loyal, his legend growing. But even the most powerful of pirates make enemies. Among them was Captain Zahir Al-Mahdi, a rival corsair with ambitions of his own. Zahir was as ruthless as he was cunning, and he had long envied Khalid's growing influence. One fateful night, under the dim glow of the crescent moon, Zahir struck. A calculated ambush in the port of Tunis left Khalid's ship ablaze, his crew scattered and his fortune stolen. But Zahir's betrayal didn't stop there. He framed Khalid for a crime he did not commit: the raiding of a caravan bound for the Sultan of Fez. Branded a traitor by the same rulers he once served, Khalid was forced to flee inland, far from the coast he had called home. The desert was an alien world to Khalid. The endless dunes stretched beyond the horizon, their soft, rippling curves hiding deadly secrets. Yet, in this hostile environment, Khalid found sanctuary. He sought refuge among nomadic Berber tribes who roamed the Sahara, living in harmony with the harsh landscape. The tribes saw in Khalid a man broken but determined. They taught him the ways of the desert, how to navigate by the stars, how to find water in the unlikeliest of places, and how to survive the scorching heat by day and the bitter cold by night. It was during these years of exile that Khalid's plan for revenge began to take shape. He learned that Zahir had grown wealthy, controlling lucrative trade routes that cut through the Sahara. With his stolen fortune, Zahir had financed a network of armed caravans, transporting everything from gold and ivory to spices and silk. Khalid knew that to exact his revenge, he would not only need to outsmart his rival, but also master the desert itself. Khalid began to rebuild. He formed alliances with the Berber tribes, who shared his disdain for Zahir's ruthless exploitation of the trade routes. He recruited a small but loyal band of desert raiders and trained them in tactics that blended the agility of coastal piracy with the stealth of the desert nomads. Their camels, swift and tireless, became their vessels, cutting through the sands as ships cut through the waves. The plan was bold. Khalid would intercept one of Zahir's most valuable caravans, a procession of treasures bound for Morocco. Intelligence from his Berber allies revealed the caravan's route, a narrow pass flanked by towering cliffs known as the Valley of the Shadows. It was the perfect place for an ambush. On the appointed day, Khalid and his men lay in the wait. The sun hung low in the sky, casting long shadows across the valley floor. As the caravan approached, its camels laden with goods and its guards dressed in gleaming armor, Khalid's raiders struck with precision. The clash was swift and decisive. The guards, unprepared for an ambush of this scale, fell quickly. The treasures that Zahir had so greedily hoarded were now Khalid's prize. But Khalid wasn't done. He sent a message, an unmistakable warning, to Zahir. Among the spoils of the raid, Khalid found a richly embroidered banner bearing Zahir's insignia. He left it behind, battered and burned, as a sign that the Sand Corsair had returned. Word of Khalid's return spread quickly across the desert. Zahir, furious and humiliated, doubled his efforts to protect his caravans, but it was too late. Khalid's raiders, emboldened by their victory, continued to strike. They dismantled Zahir's trade empire piece by piece, reclaiming the wealth he had stolen and redistributing it among the desert tribes who had sheltered Khalid in his darkest hour. In time, Khalid's vengeance was complete. Zahir, stripped of his power and wealth, fled to the region, his name fading into obscurity. But Khalid's legend only grew. No longer just a pirate of the seas, he became a hero of the sands, a symbol of resilience, justice, and unbreakable spirit of those who call the desert home. And so the Sand Corsair story lives on, whispered by the desert winds and carried across the dunes. His tale is a reminder that even in the harshest of landscapes, even against the greatest of odds, a determined soul can rise again.